What if I told you that just 7 simple words could completely transform the way women see you? Imagine walking into a room and instantly commanding attention, not because of how you look, how much money you have, or what kind of car you drive, but because of the way you speak. Words are the most powerful tool in human interaction. They can build deep connections, spark attraction, and create an irresistible presence that makes people want to be around you. But here's the catch: most men use words in a way that weakens them. They speak from a place of insecurity, neediness, or approval-seeking behavior, without even realizing it. And that's exactly why they struggle in relationships and dating. But high-value men? They communicate differently. They understand that attraction isn't about cheesy pickup lines or trying too hard to impress, it's about confidence, certainty, and control over your own life. When you master the art of powerful speech, you no longer chase validation or beg for attention. Instead, women naturally gravitate toward you because they sense your strength. These 7 words aren't just phrases, they are psychological triggers that reframe the way people perceive you. Once you start using them, you'll notice a shift in how women respond to you, how they engage in conversation, and how much they respect you. And here's the best part: this is not about manipulation. It's about becoming a man who speaks with purpose, confidence, and self-respect. If you're tired of being overlooked, stuck in the friend zone, or feeling like you never say the right things, then this is the moment to change everything. But before we dive into these game-changing words, make sure to subscribe to the Stoic Help so you never miss out on more insights that will transform your mindset, communication, and overall success in life. Now, let's get started. 1. I choose, the power of self-determination. Women are naturally drawn to men who have control over their own lives. The words, I choose, communicate certainty, confidence, and independence. They show that you are not waiting for external validation, you are actively making decisions that shape your life. For example, instead of saying, I really hope she likes me, say, I choose to be with people who bring value into my life. This shifts the power dynamic and makes you the prize, rather than someone desperately seeking approval. Women respect and admire men who take charge, know what they want, and are not afraid to walk away from situations that don't serve them. Saying, I choose, makes it clear that you are a man who creates his own destiny, rather than one who passively waits for things to happen. 2. I understand, the secret to emotional intelligence. One of the biggest mistakes men make is failing to listen and acknowledge a woman's feelings. Many guys either get defensive, try to fix the problem, or dismiss emotions altogether. But a high-value man knows that understanding is more important than fixing. Saying, I understand, instantly creates a connection. It shows that you are present, paying attention, and respect her perspective. Instead of arguing or dismissing her concerns, you validate them without necessarily agreeing. For example, if she's upset about something, instead of saying, you're overreacting, say, I understand why you feel that way. This small shift in language makes her feel safe, heard, and valued, which dramatically increases her attraction to you. Women are wired to be drawn to men who can hold emotional space without being reactive. Master this, and you'll separate yourself from 99% of men. 3. I don't need, the power of non-attachment. Women are repelled by neediness. The moment a man starts seeking validation, approval, or attention, he loses his attractiveness. On the other hand, a man who doesn't need anything from her becomes incredibly desirable. Saying, I don't need, communicates inner strength and independence. For example, instead of saying, I need you to like me, say, I don't need anyone's approval to feel confident. This doesn't mean you don't want connection or love, it simply means you are already whole and fulfilled within yourself. Women are irresistibly drawn to men who are self-sufficient and don't seek happiness from external sources. The paradox of attraction is that the less you need a woman, the more she wants to be around you. 4. Tell me more, the art of deep connection. Most men talk too much about themselves in an attempt to impress women. But the reality is, women love to talk about themselves. The more you listen and encourage her to open up, the more she'll feel emotionally connected to you. Saying, "Tell me more," shows that you are engaged, interested, and genuinely care about what she's saying. This is a powerful phrase because it triggers the psychological principle of reciprocity. The more she shares with you, the more emotionally invested she becomes. For example, if she tells you about her favorite childhood memory, instead of moving on to another topic, say, "That sounds amazing. Tell me more about that." This simple phrase makes her feel heard, appreciated, and emotionally connected to you, which builds deep attraction over time. 5. I accept the strength to let go. A man's strength is not in controlling everything, but in accepting what he cannot change. Women are deeply attracted to men who have emotional control and don't dwell on things they can't influence. Saying, "I accept," communicates maturity, wisdom, and inner peace. If a woman pulls away or things don't go as planned, a weak man will complain, chase, or get upset. A strong man simply says, "I accept what is, and I move forward." For example, if a woman loses interest, instead of begging or convincing her to stay, say, "I accept your decision, and I respect it." This response is unexpected, attractive, and shows immense self-respect. Nothing is more powerful than a man who remains calm and in control no matter what happens. 6. I appreciate the mindset of abundance. Women are highly attracted to men who carry a positive, grateful mindset. When a man is constantly complaining, blaming, or focusing on negativity, it creates an unattractive energy that pushes people away. The phrase, "I appreciate," is more than just a polite expression, it is a mindset, a way of thinking that shifts your entire perspective on life. At its core, appreciation is the foundation of abundance. When you develop the habit of appreciating what you have, who you are, and the experiences life presents, you naturally attract more positivity, success, and fulfillment. Most people operate from a mindset of scarcity. They focus on what they lack, what they don't have, and what's missing in their lives. This scarcity mindset creates stress, dissatisfaction, and a sense of never being enough. On the other hand, the mindset of abundance, built on appreciation, fosters gratitude, confidence, and a deep sense of contentment. It is the difference between constantly feeling like you're chasing something outside of yourself versus realizing that everything you need is already within you. When you say, "I appreciate," you are training your brain to recognize and focus on the good. Neuroscience has shown that our brains are wired to seek patterns, and when you deliberately choose to appreciate what's around you, your brain starts filtering reality in a way that highlights abundance rather than lack. This simple shift in perspective can profoundly impact your relationships, career, and personal growth. Instead of resenting the challenges you face, you start seeing them as opportunities to learn and grow. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, you start recognizing the resources, skills, and strengths that are already within your reach. Appreciation transforms your internal dialogue from complaints to gratitude, from comparison to contentment, and from doubt to confidence. In relationships, the mindset of appreciation is a game changer. Many people take others for granted, always expecting more while failing to acknowledge what's already being given. But when you genuinely appreciate people, their efforts, their presence, and their impact on your life, you deepen connections and build trust. Whether in friendships, romantic relationships, or professional settings, appreciation strengthens bonds and fosters goodwill. It makes you more charismatic, more respected, and more attractive to others. Nobody enjoys being around someone who constantly complains, but everyone gravitates toward those who exude gratitude and positivity. The abundance mindset also plays a crucial role in success and wealth creation. Instead of fearing loss or scarcity, abundant thinkers believe there are endless opportunities. They appreciate the journey, celebrate small wins, and remain optimistic even in adversity. This is why high achievers often practice gratitude, because they understand that appreciation fuels motivation and resilience. When you appreciate what you have, you take better care of it. When you appreciate your talents, you refine them. When you appreciate the opportunities in front of you, you maximize them. Ultimately, appreciation is not just a feeling, it's a choice, a practice, and a way of life. The more you cultivate it, the more abundance you invite into your reality. Start today. Say, "I appreciate," more often, and watch how your world transforms. 7. I will, the mark of a man of action. Confidence comes from action, not words. A high-value man doesn't just talk, he follows through. Saying, "I will," instead of, "I might," or, "I'll try," shows certainty and determination. For example, instead of saying, "I might start working out," say, "I will hit the gym and improve myself." Women respect and admire men who make decisions and stick to them. This phrase signals that you are a man of integrity and follow-through, which makes you stand out in a world full of flaky, indecisive men. By now, you understand that the way you speak determines how women see you. Those 7 powerful words aren't just about attracting women, they're about redefining your entire approach to communication, confidence, and personal power. When you master the art of speaking with clarity, certainty, and self-respect, you no longer have to chase attention or seek validation. Instead, you naturally become a man that people, especially women, respect, admire, and desire. But here's the truth, knowing these words isn't enough. Words alone don't make you high value, your mindset, actions, and consistency do. If you only memorize these phrases but fail to adopt the right attitude, they won't work. Why? Because women don't just listen to what you say, they pay attention to how you say it, how you carry yourself, and whether your words align with your energy. That's why confidence is not an act, it's a lifestyle. You have to embody strength, certainty, and purpose in every aspect of your life. Think about the most respected and attractive men you know. They don't rely on gimmicks or try to impress others with empty words. They communicate naturally, effortlessly, and with quiet confidence. They don't overshare, they don't seek approval, and they never put women on a pedestal. They understand that true attraction isn't about impressing someone, it's about being so secure in yourself that others can't help but be drawn to you. So, the question is, are you ready to become that kind of man? Are you ready to shift from someone who struggles to get noticed to someone who commands respect with just a few words? It all starts with taking action. Start applying what you've learned today, and watch how people, especially women, begin to respond differently to you. And if you're serious about transforming your mindset, confidence, and social skills, make sure to subscribe to the Stoic Help. This channel is dedicated to helping you develop unshakable confidence, master communication, and build the life you truly deserve. Hit that subscribe button now and take the first step toward becoming the high-value man you were always meant to be. Your journey starts now. Go out there and own it.